Hey guys, how's it going? It's Accessibility here. So, is the Fever case the most underrated investment in CS2 right now? Let's look at some data. This content is for informational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute professional investment advice. CS2 skins are digital assets with no guaranteed value and can fluctuate significantly. You should conduct your own research, evaluate the risks involved, and consider your financial situation before making any decisions. So let's look at the Fever case. So the Fever case is currently sitting at around 60 cents. We have a couple of sites selling it for 63, 58, skin swap 60, buff 60. So I'll say it's around the price of between 58 and 60 something cents. As we know, this case is part of the Armory Pass, and it has some pretty good skins. So you can see here it has the Alt Print Stream, which is one of the best looking op on the game from my personal opinion. There's also a couple of good knives here. You have the Doppler Ruby skeleton, you have the Marble Fade skeleton, you have a couple of Marble Fade Survival, Nomad Marble Fade, Doppler Back Coral. So just a couple of pretty good knives all around. And let's go ahead and look at its graph down here. So if we scroll down, we can see that the current price is at around 58 cents, and it is kind of near its all-time low. There's a 5-cent difference between its all-time low and a pretty significant difference between its all-time high. Of course, this all-time high here is probably indicating when it first dropped. Yeah, so when it first dropped, it was all-time high, and then it kind of went down, up, and then basically just this roller coaster here. As you can see, it's around 5-cent difference between the all-time low and its current price. So we all know that we're expecting an Armory Pass update soon. One day this case will be discontinued. It is a highly open case, and it has some pretty good weapon skins. So let's look at the monthly unboxed between March and April. So this is on csgotracker.com. It is using the CS Float database, so it might not be as up to date as we would like it to be, but this gives us some insights that the Fever case here is the most open case between all cases for the past month. So very case that is very highly opened, has pretty good skins. At some point it's going to be discontinued, and it's a 5-cent different from its all-time low. So this is one of the only cases that might be actually dipping during this time period, so it might be a pretty good opportunity to buy. And if you like this type of content, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I would highly appreciate it. So let's go ahead and look at CS Float here. So right here at CS Float, it is currently selling at 66 cents. We can see some buy orders here, and let's look at the 1 year period. So 1 year ago this was selling at around 79 cents. Right now it's at 67. As you can see, it is low based on the past couple of months. You had August at 59 cents, right now 67 cents, and so on. So I was actually able to buy some of these. So let's look at our current portfolio. I was able to find some at the price of 59 cents. So I actually bought 200 of them, and there's a 15%, I would say, ROI here if we sell them at CS Float. However, I am gonna hold them for a little while until there is a Armory update. I believe this is one of the best times to buy Fever case. Just looking at the data, looking at this price dropping, this is one of the only cases that the price is dropping at the moment, and it's one of the most open cases. It's still active, but you have to look at the all-time lows here, and this might be a unique opportunity.